Welcome to the Toxic Tavern, where I read out the shitty stories from wherever I can find them. This is D&D Horror Stories, Reckless 2020. DM loses it all. Two-parter. I've had some bad DMs, but this one was beyond anything I could have imagined. The guy had over 50 DM PCs. I'm not kidding. At one point, at least 5 of them were active, all talking to each other, while we, the players, were left sitting there staring at our character sheets, waiting for our turn. The worst part, we would sit there doing absolutely nothing while he had hours long conversation with himself. When we finally did get a chance to speak, it would be for 2 or 3 minutes at most before he shifted the spotlight back onto one of his own characters. That alone was bad, but it didn't stop there. The DM loved to throw in dark and gritty themes like slavery and abuse, which, while fine in the right context, were never discussed with us beforehand. He just dropped these heavy, uncomfortable themes into the game as if it was normal. One time, during a battle, we were actually winning against his Venom symbiote army. You heard that right, Venom symbiotes. About 50 of them were on the map, and because we were doing well, he decided to change the rules mid-fight. He announced that from then on, a nat 1 would hit. No discussions, just straight up changing the game because we were beating his beloved symbiotes. And don't get me started on this brilliant invention, soul weapons. There was literally enslaved souls trapped in weapons. There was no moral conflict, no explanation, just a sick addition to the game to make things as dark and edgy as possible. We tried to escape this nightmare by switching campaigns 5 times, to be exact. We hoped a fresh start might change things, but we were wrong every single time. One of these campaigns was My Hero Academia game on Roll20, and this guy decided to control the entire school with over 150 DMPCs. That deserves its own horror story, but let's stick to the campaign for now. He would kill off player characters in brutal ways, not because it fits the story, but because they dared to ask the question out of the game. He never balanced the enemies, the starting items, or anything remotely related to gameplay. Instead, he'd throw us into unwinnable battles, only to have one of his precious DMPCs swoop in and single-handedly destroy entire armies. And to make things even more controlling, he tried to dictate which player characters could fall in love with each other, but only if